What's up, everybody? We're doing a quick little review of the Superman trailer rewind, if you will. Got Sean and Gibbs here. We're just going to do a watch along and do a live reaction, man. So let's just jump into it.
Are you being serious right now?
Yeah,
You'd let me interview you as Superman.
sure.
So that's not a good start for him. Why would he tell Lois Lane who he is?
Why also, like, why do you need a separate device to record people? We have phones these days.
Yeah, does anybody use those anymore?
Well, I wonder if you notice it says Lord Tech on
Yeah.
there.
Oh, Lord.
And I know that like Lex Luthor is supposed to be like the main antagonist, so maybe they don't want to use stuff that's made by Luthor Corp because they think that it's got spyware in it. Maybe.
Agreed. I would say that's 100%
Yeah.
accurate.
Yeah,
Can't
that
trust
was,
Lex.
that was a good catch by Shadwick on the Lord Tech. And I had to pause it there, so you guys are welcome. We'll keep going on this, but just use your phone.
Ready?
Let's do it, Cronkite.
Superman.
Miss Lane.
Okay, so in this first however many seconds, I think that he has already proven to be a better actor than Henry Cavill.
What?
We just saw three. We just saw three different versions.
From this little
You're
bit?
already
Yeah.
pissing Gibbs off like
Yeah.
right away.
No, I mean, I don't think you get much worse, but I'm just saying.
Yeah. Now look, I think we just got three different versions of Clark. He does the little kind of squeaky, yeah,
Yeah.
and then he gets more relaxed and is being like regular Clark when he's like, "Let's do it, Cronkite."
Yeah.
And then when she addresses him as Superman, he sits up and his whole demeanor and his voice and everything changes.
Yep.
So that's like three different versions of one character that I don't think Henry Cavill ever did that. He was always just stoic.
I think that when they release the Snyder Cut and replace him with Henry Cavill, it'll end up being a whole lot better.
But I mean, even back
he's
to
got the look. He's got
Yeah.
the look down. He looks awesome.
No,
I
no,
like the
I'm
hair.
just kidding. I actually agree with you 100%. Just from that one clip, I don't know if I can get much.
Well, so I'll talk about something else real quick too. I'm wondering if this whole interview is kind of a red herring for all of us because James Gunn talks about the interview is about 10 minutes. It takes up about 10% of the movie. So I think it might be like a cut scene all the way through the movie, similar to
Okay.
the cut scenes in Batman Begins when he's going
Okay.
back with Ra's al Ghul.
yeah.
And I wonder if she doesn't actually know that he's Superman when they start this interview, and throughout the movie, as it keeps going back to him getting more and more, emotional with his answers, maybe it clicks with her like, why are you getting so uptight about this? Maybe by the end of the movie, she realizes that he's Superman. Maybe.
So you don't you think it's a red herring like it?
Wait, but
she doesn't already know.
Didn't they start the trailer saying, "Hey, like I'll let you interview Superman"?
Well, she says, "You'd let me interview you as Superman." So maybe he's
Like rehearsing?
maybe he's helping her rehearse talking to Superman,
Okay, yeah,
or
yeah.
or maybe she's helping
Okay.
him. Maybe she's helping him if she does know that he's Superman. Maybe she's helping him rehearse for going in front of Congress or whoever it is he's going to have to answer to.
You know,
that
everybody's
makes
talking
sense.
about the 10-minute interview thing, and people are getting upset already, even though people haven't seen the movie.
That's weird.
But
It usually doesn't happen.
no, there's nobody online that gets mad about anything ever, especially when it comes to superheroes.
Yeah.
But I like your synopsis of that. If that's how they handle it, I think that would actually be good instead of it being a 10-minute straight interview like most people think it is.
Here's all I know is if my Superman didn't attend Juilliard, I don't want to have anything to do with him. So
Wait, what?
Christopher Reeves, Juilliard. Just saying.
Yep. I mean,
All right, keep going.
Recently, you've come under a lot of fire for what some
it's a
might.
lot of
it's
fire,
it's a
but-
lot.
That's a good shot.
Today, the Secretary of Defense said he was going to look into your actions. That's funny.
My actions? I stopped a war.
Maybe.
Not maybe. I did.
In effect, you illegally entered a country.
They're
I like
pissed
that
off
she's
because
pushing
he
them.
stopped a war, and that's going to cost them money.
Yeah. Yep. So right here we've got a shot of Rick Flag, which is Frank Grillo,
Oh, Frank Grillo's the shit.
and we've got Ultraman, and we've got the Engineer. And I don't know what kind of rewrite they've done on these character origins. You know, Ultraman in the comics is like from a parallel universe, I guess.
Yeah,
And
I think it's Earth 1 or something like
And
that.
I don't think they're going to go that route, because I think there was multiverse fatigue after the MCU.
I know I'm
probably.
fucking sick of that shit.
Yeah. So
Do you think it's going to be Bizarro, like his actual clone?
I
That
do
Lex?
I do think it's going to be a clone of him.
Okay.
So I don't know if it's David Cornsweet that's playing both roles. Yeah, I don't know, but I
I think it's
that
just a Chippendales dancer that's dressing up for this.
it's
That's exciting. I like
Chris
that.
Farley's last role.
Yes,
Chris
exactly.
Farley.
They
He knew
really-
25 years
Yeah.
or 30 years later he would be Ultraman.
Yeah.
He knew it. But all right.
But yeah, and then the Engineer, she's like a genius level scientist, works with nanotech. I think she's tightly weaved with the Authority, which is going to be another movie coming out in this universe. The Authority's made up of somewhat anti-heroes. They are heroes, but they go to extreme measures, which also always conflicts with Superman's
Right.
moral compass or whatever.
Yeah. Another thing, Frank Grillo also played Crossbones in the MCU. So
Okay.
He was awesome in that.
he's cheating, Jeff.
He's cheating. He's
cheating.
He double dip.
Country.
This is how you're gonna be?
I'm not the one being
That how it's gonna
interviewed,
be?
Superman. Did you consult with the president?
No.
You seemingly acting as a representative of
I
the
wasn't
United States
representing
will cause
anybody
more
except for me
problems around the
and,
world.
and doing good.
I would question myself
Yeah,
in the same
great
situation and consider the consequences.
People were going to die.
See, now that's where I'm sold on his acting.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
What? He's got emotion?
Yeah, that's
He can emote.
so fucking
Also,
weird to see.
who's the actress playing Lois Lane? Because she's fucking really good.
Yeah.
Rachel Brosnan from
Yeah.
the
Jesus
Marvelous
Christ.
Mrs. Maisel.
Yeah, she's doing great in this. Like when I watched this trailer, I was like, okay, sold on all aspects of this movie. I mean,
She's
James Gunn is
perfect
doing
for
it.
it.
And
Yeah.
I gotta say, like, the thing that I'm most excited about is seeing Nicholas Holt as
Yes.
Lex Luthor. He looks the part.
Oh, for
He's
sure.
such an incredible actor. Like he's killing it right now.
Yep.
I can't wait to see his performance in this. He is definitely the number one.
he's
thing on
he's
my
also
list.
a crossover from Marvel. He played
Yeah.
Beast in the X-Men movies.
You
Yeah,
can
that's
actually
true.
see him as Lex Luthor in the prequel about a boy.
Do you think
Sorry,
this is
guys.
this Marvel DC
Wait, what?
thing is basically becoming WWF and WCW now, where people are leaving WWF to go to WCW, and vice versa? This is what it is. Everything is wrestling.
James Gunn is Eric Bischoff.
yeah,
Is
he did go to WWF at one point. I'm just saying,
I think everybody's switching allegiances right now because everybody's pissed off about like Zack Snyder not being involved, so they're going over to
They're like,
Marvel,
"Eh,
and then
I'm
the
out."
Marvel guys are like, "Oh, I'm kind of sick of this multiverse shit. I'm going to DC."
He's like, screw you guys, I'm going home. Yeah, give it 1 second.
That's an awesome shot, by the way.
Yes.
agreed. This is
Hey, buddy. Eyes up here.
I like that.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna be alone, but I really like his costume in this one.
I do too.
Oh,
the,
yeah.
The Shield is my favorite.
You
I
like the
was-
Shield?
Yeah, I wasn't
Yeah, I
completely
dig it.
sold on the yellow outline, but the structure of it is, really close, to the Kingdom,
Nice.
the Kingdom
Come.
Come, and it's always been my favorite. Like
Yeah.
ever since it was released. We kind of passed it up, but as he's flying up to that building, you see that's actually the Lord building.
Oh, I
Okay.
didn't see that. Nice catch.
Hold on, I gotta get.
Oh, that's that bitch again.
You can freeze frame on her. That's fine.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know.
I like
That's-
this part.
That's,
And what's
that's-
funny is, as I picked her out, we were watching the Marvelous Mrs. Maisel like years ago, and it's based, I think, in the 50s maybe, and just her demeanor, the way she talked. I remember saying way back then, I was like, man, she'd be a great Lois Lane. So
And they listen to you.
The stars aligned.
I said she'd be a great porn star.
Yeah, there he is.
This is where Crypto dies.
Hey,
In the blood.
Your choices.
Yeah. So
That's the part.
He's not gonna die.
yeah,
He's dead.
I gotta say, I'll show my wife this, and she goes, "I'm gonna tell you right now, if they hurt the dog, kill the dog,
everybody,
I'm gonna
like-
flip the fucking table."
It's like they can kill 1 million people in the
Yeah.
city, but the Crypto dies.
same shit.
everybody
Same
dies.
shit in Peacemaker. When I was watching Peacemaker, I was like, God damn it, are they gonna kill the eagle?
Yeah. We were,
Cannot kill Eagly.
I'm like, if there's an animal in it, like, don't fucking touch the animal. It's off limits.
and
Especially
I
in
saw
shooting.
I saw this scene. She's like cutting all these robots in half, and then like Crypto's trying to defend. And I'm like, "Don't you hurt my dog!"
Precious.
But so this is my one complaint. Why is it in every Superman movie, Lex finds the Fortress of Solitude? It's called the Fortress of Solitude.
Sure.
Why?
But
is
he is Lex Luthor. He's the smartest man on the planet.
Well, he's also a deeply closeted homosexual.
Wait, what? You
No,
saw
he
that?
said he's
Wait.
deeply closeted.
Yeah, no, he's never come out.
Yeah.
No, he never
He's
will.
He never will. He's just deeply closeted.
Are you coming out on this show?
Yeah. Thank you, Norm. But yeah, I don't know. It's the same shit though.
I
Like,
still think my theory is correct that Lex Luthor is actually leasing the place to Superman, and he's just checking up on his property.
Maybe so. He's a
He definitely-
property manager.
It's like, did you say the radiator smelled like pee?
Yeah.
yeah, a couple of
He's like,
We
that,
said no dogs. There's a contract for no animal.
no animals.
That's why they take out Crypto.
So give us a little background for people like me that don't know the background of crypto and when that came into play. Do you guys remember first seeing that in a comic or when he was brought in or anything like that?
And it was old. I'm thinking in the 60s maybe
Yeah.
when they introduced crypto.
Okay.
And I think that was mostly just trying to make it like family fun.
Do you think that he knew then that there was going to be a currency named after him?
yeah,
Yes.
he did.
I think so, yeah. He knew.
It's just good
That's
branding.
what the currency is named after.
Oh, that's actually
Right.
fucking genius. James Gunn should come out with cryptocurrency right now. they already have a milk bone commercial for him.
Yeah, do they
True.
really?
That's
Oh, nice. We'll keep going here.
Your
love this scene.
That's bad.
what makes you who you are.
All right.
So
here's
sexy.
to Gibbs's point. The casting on this, the look on this
Yes.
is fucking spot on.
Yeah.
Oh, I think so, yeah.
Kills it.
Like,
And I'm just saying, like I'm such a fan of his acting too. Like I think that they could have cast him in any part in this movie, and he probably would have been great.
yeah.
Who was the guy in the Snyder cut what's that doofus's name that was Lex Luthor?
Oh,
Jesse Eisenberg?
I hated his version of him. I
did
hated
too.
that version.
I thought it was
But-
okay. It was different. It was
He-
something completely different.
I
As a-
like Nicholas Holt. Nicholas Holt looks like him.
Yeah.
I just didn't think Jesse was like Jesse's smaller.
well, he
I
kind of
don't
played
know.
it. He played him up a little more. I don't know.
Yeah.
Not as stoic, a little more crazy. A little,
It's like a
you know.
Facebook, I don't know, like a CEO. Like, I don't know.
I think you're getting the movies confused.
Oh, he was the same guy in Facebook. He was that guy.
He's not a man.
It turns out Bruce Willis.
an
It
it.
was Bruce Willis the whole time in the
God
Sixth Sense.
damn it!
You can see Metamorpho in the back with the kryptonite hand.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all
Okay.
noticed that.
Whoa! I missed that.
Yeah, so whatever this place is, and I'm wondering if this time when Lex goes to the fortress, I wonder if he discovers like the Phantom Zone.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
I'm
that's
fairly
what this
certain that
is.
the Phantom Zone is going to be featured.
Well,
heavily in this.
is this it? You think is he in a cage or a cell basically.
Yeah, I don't
within-
think this is on Earth because they show they show like Lois and like a portal of some sort, and it looks like they're coming into this zone or
Yeah.
wherever this is at.
Right.
So
So I wonder if also we see that the monster that he's fighting. I wonder if that also came from the Phantom Zone, or I think Sean, you said that you thought maybe that was Metamorpho as well.
yeah, it has a similar color scheme as Metamorpho. Like when you see it, when it zooms out, you can see
Yeah.
kind of like the purple and a little bit of yellow like tint
When
because
you
he can
zoom-
change into like pretty much anything.
But when you zoom in, it looks like he has googly eyes.
Yeah,
Somehow
It's like
become the
Superman.
focal point of the
That's
entire
impressive.
world's conversation.
Guy Gardner.
Will not accept that.
I cleaned your boots. I'll go get them for you.
Hell yeah.
You said clean your boobs?
yes.
No,
I'm
He has
really,
man boobs.
I'm really glad that they have Ma and Pa Kent still in this.
yeah.
Yes.
That's always been a gripe for me. Like in every movie, they've killed off Jonathan for some reason. Like that's not a catalyst for him to become Superman. Him being
Yeah.
Superman, him being Superman, it was because of his parents' upbringing,
Right.
and teaching him morality. So I always loved, the Lois and Clark TV show where he would like fly back and get advice from his parents
Yeah.
all the time. And
So if
this-
you guys were ranking Supermans, by the way, like, I mean, I guess just because I grew up on Christopher Reeves, that's always was like the standard for me.
Sure.
And I don't know if anybody's touched it since.
In
but,
the movies, yeah, he's the standard.
yeah,
I think so. Yeah.
but this with the look and everything we're seeing in this, who knows?
I think it's a good mix and a throwback. You can see a lot of the old school Christopher Reeve.
Yeah, that's
like,
what I'm getting off of him.
Well,
Is a lot
that
of
Brandon was his name, Brandon Routh, whatever his name was.
Yeah,
I
in the
thought he
2000s.
was really good. He was just really good in a really bad movie. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's not a
I
bad
agree
movie. It
with
was just a
that.
boring movie.
Yeah. What were we going to say, Gibbs? You said as far as the movies, Christopher Reeve was a standard, but it's not. you were
Oh,
gonna say
but like
something else
television
serious?
shows, like I don't know, man. I really enjoyed Smallville. I know you're a fan of
Lois and Clark.
Lois and Clark, right?
Yeah.
So I don't think anybody's really nailed it 100%. But
I think Lois and Clark, I enjoyed the playfulness of the characters. Like he and Lois were always making little double entendres. And they had like it was all about their life. So there was a lot of scenes within the Daily Planet. They were involved with those cast members a lot. I liked the way it promoted goodness and plus, I was coming up, I don't know, early teens, I guess. And Terry Hatcher was.
yeah,
Oh
that was,
God,
that
Terry
helped,
Hatcher was it, man.
that helped a little bit,
So this back to the movie.
Swing.
and they were spectacular.
They're real and they're spectacular. Check them out in the cool surface.
Yeah.
Back to this movie though, they filmed the Kent farm like about an hour and a half away from us in
really?
Georgia, and they purposely used I think it's a double wide trailer.
Yeah.
Because if they actually owned like a giant farm, they'd be millionaires now.
Yeah, that's true. I guess you never really think about that. Like, back then. I guess back then that was different.
Yeah.
So,
but-
what I read is that James Gunn kind of came from simple, like a
Games?
simple family, kind of like that, and it's similar to how Superman's going to be portrayed. And he kind of grew up around that, and he wants a similar vibe for Superman's upbringing now, like the morals are the strong part of the family, and like you said with Paul Kent, he's teaching them how to be a responsible and good person, and I think that's very important, to Superman.
I never would have guessed after watching Peacemaker that James Gunn grew up in a trailer park.
Yeah, yeah, I know, right? That's a good point. 'Cause
Oh, and speaking of,
you can see the colors.
yeah, we know that Guy Gardner's going to be in Peacemaker, right?
Guy Gardner.
Yeah, there you go, Chadwick. And that's a shot of the logo you're talking
So
about.
that last little bit, he flies up and then it looks like he's crashing back down to me.
Yeah, it does.
Like what knocked him down like that? I wonder.
Life.
And do you think it's the Ultraman?
His
or
property,
the
his property
Bizarro?
taxes just raised.
Yeah. He hit a tariff up in the air and had to come back down. I don't know. There's a lot a lot of quick cuts on that last scene. Who
It's on
all?
purpose.
Who was in there, Sean or Shadwick, that you picked out, or Gibbs? Like what's the big? Again, I'm not a super comic book guy. What was the big thing he's battling again?
Is that like a kaiju monster?
Okay.
But I don't think it's supposed to be a big part of the movie. I think it's
Yeah.
mostly supposed to be Lex and like his minions, like Ultraman and stuff.
Yeah. Plus, like in Suicide Squad, he already had a kaiju as the final boss. And
Yeah.
so like
Starro.
having that again would just kind of seem stupid.
What is the word kaiju? What is that?
It's like a Japanese word
It's,
for like
it's a Japanese
basically
for
like
cheese.
yeah.
Oh,
It's big fish.
It's a cheesy monster.
Yeah.
Means cheese.
It's delicious.
If my Japanese is correct.
Dude, his
It
CGI
is mundane. It's
his CGI he uses in everything that I've seen that James Gunn does is fucking amazing.
Yeah, it looks good.
I mean, Crypto, I believe, is all CGI,
He is.
Wow.
and it's incredible. There's
Yep.
there's one more little cutscene at the end where you see a close up of him.
Okay. But like it's again, just everything I've seen from this trailer.
You have a dog?
No,
Good boy.
he's gonna die.
Sean Candy. July 11th, man. We'll be there.
I'm excited.
It's gonna be that's definitely gonna be a massive freaking movie. for
Another thing I love about James Gunn too is he's another one of those directors that has a loyalty to his cast and stuff. So he had Nathan Fillion and what was that fucking Slither, the Slug movie or whatever, and he's put him in a lot of shit ever since then. He's always popping up. He was in the Guardians of the Galaxy. He was in
Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
But Nathan Fillion also said that I guess he kind of owes his career somewhat to James Gunn. So he said anything that he ever asked him to do, he's on board.
He's gonna
That's
do it.
awesome.
Nice.
Like no question.
Plus, he's such a good, funny guy. You know, everybody loves
He is.
seeing him on
And he's a
screen,
perfect Guy Gardner. Like who he is a perfect Guy Gardner. And
He's
I love
killing
the
it.
chili bowl like crap haircut on him. He looks
Yeah.
So
For everybody out there who hasn't seen the new Peacemaker trailer, you need to check that out because he kills it in that trailer in the
Yeah, he
little bit that
does.
he's in.
So, speaking of him, you got Guy Gardner, Hawkgirl, and Mr. Terrific, and it looks like they're all wearing the same top uniforms from Lord. So, wasn't there like a Justice Gang or Justice Lords or something like that?
Yeah, I think in the movie it's supposed to be the Justice Gang, and I think it's supposed to be a play on the Justice League, like a preemptive before that. But I think it was like there was like a Justice Squad. There's a bunch of Justice insert, last name, but I think it's supposed to be Justice Gang, and it'll probably get changed, of course, but you can see the J and the G on their chest when you look at their uniforms.
Okay. Yeah. Nice.
So basically, it looks like they're employed by Maxwell Lord.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. Well, we'll start to wind this one down. Do you guys have any final thoughts on this? I think we're all pretty much unanimous. Thumbs up. Can't wait to go see it.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
also.
fucking excited. It's crazy that I have to wait so goddamn long to watch this.
I know. Like I feel like Eric Cartman on South Park. I'm gonna freeze myself, and then y'all can thaw me out July 11th, so we can go see it.
I want to say, like, on the saves, like Superman saves, I like that they added that second save where the kaiju is supposed like coming down and he saves that lady.
Yeah.
They haven't been showing a lot of that in some of the Superman movies, but like those smaller saves are a big deal.
I will say this, that like when I was looking at some of the comments and people going back and forth, some of the most ridiculous shit I've seen online. That it's one of the ones where Superman swoops in and picks some lady up to save her in one of the scenes, like, and like just keeps going. And they were like, she would have been completely killed if he really did that. And I'm like, okay, so So let's close our eyes to the fact that he's a fucking superhero from Krypton. But that got you the giant monster in the city that he's fighting. But the fact that physics wouldn't work out to where he could actually save her. That's what got you guys. Like,
Yeah,
okay, cool.
online trolls are ripping this trailer and the movie apart already, and they haven't even
Because
seen
they're
it yet.
smarter than the directors, obviously, guys.
Right, and they know all the comics, man. They've read every comic ever
They
made.
read every
with
one.
Superman.
It's fun, man.
Listen, I still love you, trolls.
To your point, Sean, with the little saves, I always thought it would have been cool for like an opening scene where Superman's already been established, maybe for a sequel or something. But like, it shows these like two little like teenagers just doing like petty theft, stealing a bike or stealing a candy bar or something, and they're running, and like you see Superman like fly over their head, and then it does like a cut scene where he's fighting a giant monster or something, and then it just keeps cutting back to these little kids, and one of them's real nervous, and the older one's like, "Don't worry about it. He doesn't care about people like us." And then, keeps cutting back and forth, and then finally, like they're about to go in their house, and he like comes down right in front of them, and he's like, like, "I care about everybody."
Nice.
See,
Yeah, that would be cool. Well, go ahead and let us know in the comments what you guys think of the Superman trailer. If you're excited to go see it, I'll probably be a little biased. Anything James Gunn does, like he could fart on a cracker and I'd eat it at this point. So,
I just love that it looks like this actor is emotional.
Yep.
He's got charisma, even with the "Hey buddy, eyes up here" line.
yeah.
This is captivating to me.
Right.
I think it's going to be fun. I think
that's the James Gunn touch too, where he's going to let this breathe a little bit. So anyway, we're going to start doing these on some especially trailers for movies that kind of tie to our retro vibe. So hit the like button, subscribe, and all that good stuff, man. And we'll see you guys on the other side.